It's the Monday. I went to the physio super early in the morning. Now it's almost 11. So I'll just film this snippet and then get ready for another interview. I'm interviewing another candidate. But I got super early in the morning and I went to the physio. And I'm glad I went there. At some point I was wondering whether it's all in my head. But actually, I'm glad I went because there was actually something wrong. That is not just me thinking that. So she said I have inflammation on my sacral ischial thing on both sides, and she said I could take anti-inflammatories, but she did some mobilization, so she moved my hips and stuff. This is no judgment on anyone, but I just don't like taking too many medications. And so with her agreement, I said, look, the pain is manageable. So as long as she did her mobilization and I have a couple of exercises that I need to be doing every day, and I'd rather not take anti-inflammatories. I think, I'll save it for when I'm really, really in pain. And then I also have a small injury in my right hip adductor. That's why I couldn't actually move to the side. And for that is a little bit more serious, and I will need to come back later because we tried so many things and it was unbelievably painful. So she just said it's enough to already work on the ischio-sacral thing, and then for the hip, let's do that next week. She also said that I have to, she realized that I actually work up to 16 hours a day on my chair, and although it's a very good chair, she said that I need to do some movements for my hips to start helping that little injury while I'm on my chair every now and then. And she said that I need to get up every 30 minutes just to get a cup of tea and back, and that should help. And now, sheepishly, I'm looking that it's been a good 2 hours, and that's the first time I stand, just because I have been in meetings back to back. So I'm thinking that for future meetings, if it's not with a client or an interview, I might just stand up in the middle of the meeting, do 3 steps, and then come back and sit at least once, because most of my meetings are typically an hour. And so there is maybe something in that I might start moving my meetings to become 45 minutes. And then I will try for the meetings where I don't have to be sat in front of a computer. I'll try to just stand and just walk back and forth in here. I don't think it would disturb anybody. And for my lower back pain, she said it's normal because my hip adductor was injured. My back started bearing compensating, and that's why it's painful. But she said that my back is healthy, there's nothing injured in that, it's more of a compensation thing. So glad we got this out of the way. I'm very hungry. I only had a bit of this kefir, and it's going to be back to back, so I might need to think about what I'm gonna eat later. I need protein in my body. But I'll get ready for my interview. See ya. It is 1:30. The interview candidate did not show up and didn't send an email or something. I tried to call them a couple times and I contacted our HR. Nothing, which is very annoying given that I spent so much. I could have organized my day differently if I had known I don't have to do this, but anyway. So I used the time while I was waiting for them to join to fill the evaluation of the other person. I also organized a few meetings with my team in the calendar, because these kind of things take time. And then after I finished, I had a quick call with somebody at work, and then a call with my team, which ended up taking a bit longer because I realized that I had asked someone to give my team a call to explain a few things that I had worked on that I had sent very, very early, but they called and they hadn't read the content, so they weren't able to explain anything to my team. So that was a bit of a waste of their time, and so I had to redo that, which it sucks a bit. I'm very dehydrated and tired as usual, so I'm going to just sit down and have lunch. I just have a burger. I don't have any veggies, just a burger. but I'm having a green juice to have a bit of a veggies in me, and then I'm gonna just watch something on Netflix while eating, and that's that. Hi. So I had a relatively stressful day yesterday, but I decided that today I'll take things as they come, and I'm actually going to the office because I need to submit a visa file for Ireland because I have to attend a client meeting. The process is very messy, so I am, let's say, 95% sure I wouldn't get it in time for the meeting, but I promised I'd still try. But that means I have to go to the office and print some documents and get certain letters from HR and all that stuff. So in the meantime, I decided that I would start getting ready here, because you know how I got my little light therapy lamp. I realized I was able to use it in the weekend, but I wasn't able to make much use of it in the morning on weekdays, because I've had very intense days so far with early starts, and then by the time I have a little bit of time for me, like for example for dinner, it's a bit late for me to put on the light. So you know, it's a combination of having very early starts, having to eat lunch and breakfast at my desk. So today I said no, I'm gonna go to the office, but I will still have a bit of light therapy, even if it's just 10-15 minutes. It's better than nothing. And so the way around this is by doing my makeup here while looking at the light and while preparing my to-do list. We have a very important deliverable tomorrow, Friday, so I need to plan everything so that by the time I go to the office, I have my day plan meeting with my team and I tell them exactly what needs to be done. This needs to be orchestrated to perfection if we are to meet the deadline. Hi, it's a Sunday, and I still didn't find the thing that I used to plug in my little SD card, which is why I've had to go a few weeks without posting a video, because I just can't edit them because I have a very old computer that won't take my SD card. So I just need to find it as I continue cleaning up the house. But anyway, so today I woke up and I did a little bit of a stretch, because I mentioned last week I went to a physiotherapist and they explained the problems that I had, like the joint inflammation, etc. It's really not getting better. I think she did a bit of a mobilization, and she said I need to do a couple exercises during the day. I'll be honest in that I haven't been moving much because I have just been working. It's very intense, very intense schedule, but I did the exercises she told me. Today I had a bit of time, given it's a Sunday and I'm not going anywhere, so I did manage to do a bit of stretching, but extremely painful. Like my back, my lower back is killing me. But anyway, so I moved my little yoga mats here, because before they used to be in another corner of my living room, like all the way there, and I would never use them. But here I just feel like, because I would anyway stretch here, I thought this very small change would actually make me want to do things a bit more. What else? I finally got to fix this little vent over there. I don't know if you had noticed in previous videos, there was a hole in there because I had some tradespeople come in and they removed the vent and they never put it back. So I have put it, finally I have used the tape, the double-sided tape, and did it. This is my little clocky. I love it. This is my laundry. I'm gonna need to fold it, but I'm not as late on my laundry as usual. Like, this is only one single load of cottons, and then this is a box I need to get rid of, and then I'm having one load of silks, which is almost done. And I also closed the vent up there because that was another vent that the tradespeople left, and that's the rest of my laundry that is not done. So actually things are getting quite good, because I need to put these back, because when I did the vent here, there you go, when I did the vent I had to like climb up, but I'm happy, making quite a lot of progress. And I noticed I had a lot of these things that I use because I have very soft feet,
And so I noticed I have like 6 or 7 of them. So I just went all over the house and just put them all in here in this little Fortnum's bag. I'm putting these things in the back of my shoes because I realized that I couldn't wear them. But my sister came up with this idea of padding them. So I put this little thing. Okay, my laundry is done. I heard you. Cool. I'm gonna just put this in a minute. What else did I want to show you? Yeah, so I'm now cooking some pasta. I'm basically trying to use a lot of things in my fridge. So a couple of days ago, not a couple of days ago, on Friday night my sister came because she was having a tough time at work. I worked very late anyway, so I was anyway at home, and so I decided to make her a chicken tagine. Now, because of that, I made her a tagine. I had some leftover chicken, and I'm trying to get better about not wasting food. So I just started thinking, what could I do with it? So I have now the chicken breast. I'm gonna put some spelt pasta, so it takes forever to cook because it's tougher. And then I also looked at what are the things that I have that are about to go bad, and I found a courgette, some old mushrooms, I have an onion. I don't have much of these things, so these don't go really bad because onions and garlic keep forever, and I'm quite good at using them, unlike before. So I used an onion, some garlic. I'm still thinking whether or not I want to use some of these heirloom tomatoes because I always get them in my Able and Cold box, but I never use them because I don't like salads. I like hot food. And then I have this thing which is just some greens. I thought I would cut the stems and maybe just toss them in the pasta last minute. So based on that, I think that my fridge is getting better. I have some eggs here, some eggs, some kefir. These I only buy for my sister because she drinks them. And I also have some juice, I have some milk. This is going to be done today, but it's a good thing, like, to have one of each juice and then the milk that I drink. I started storing my everyday bagel in the fridge just because I noticed it goes bad. Unlike the other bagels, I think that this one, because it has onions and stuff, it goes bad quickly. So I just decided to start storing it in the fridge, and I thought this area would be just cheese and bread kind of stuff. So I have a bread here because normally I don't really order bread, but I have it because when I cooked the tagine I realized I didn't have bread, so I ordered some. And I have a scone and half a muffin and things like that. I think over the week it's going to get better. Let me remove this thing because this is normally for my leftovers and things like that. It just fits these boxes that I have very well. And yeah, the other reason why I decided to use the pasta is because I have some old cheese here. So I decided I'm going to use it. I have some old Parmesan and very, very old cheddar. So I'm going to use that in today's recipe. And then I have all these lemonades. I have the Sicilian lemon yuzu. And I have one that is a bit hot. Oops. And I have this Sicilian blood orange. And the third one, I think, is the one that is hot. And yeah, fiery ginger with chipotle. I don't know what is the best way to store these because I don't have anything that is long enough. And this area is quite full. So, yeah. I'll think about what is the best way to store it or see if I can find some storage for that. But I'm really working on getting my fridge to be quite sorted. I like this top area because it has my condiments, my sauces, my olives, pickles, jams, preserves. Like, this whole area is fine. Probably I'll be more careful about buying eggs because I think I have enough here. So when I put these eggs, I'm gonna transfer these eggs here. I'm going to move the avocado in this part. But, like, you know, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. This is just another box of these lemonades because I bought a lot of them.